Hello everyone, I'm finally back and I'm sorry that I said that I was going to be posting episodes every 2 months I said that I was going to be posting episodes every 2 weeks. Damn, that's horrible. Anyways, I'm back and believe me, this episode is going to be the one. This is probably my favorite episode ever because I have recorded so many episodes before. I started this podcast like in 2018 or 19, I don't know, but I was so young. The point of this, it wasn't something, like it was just for me. I talked about that in the introducing episode, by the way. I said that I have been recording videos and that I suddenly decided that I want to make them public. Some of them, some ideas. Okay, so now they're public. I haven't named the podcast yet, but I have names. Like I asked some people, not some people. Yes, I asked some people on the story and they said, on my, whatever. I asked people and they said that they gave me like names. And yeah, so probably I'm going to choose one of them. I'm going to do a mix or something, I don't know, but I'm gonna choose one of them, or maybe I'm just gonna keep it the Unlimited Podcast with Leah, or the Unlimited Podcast. But the problem is that I want to make this bigger. I want to make this podcast on Spotify as well. I want to post episodes on Spotify, so I don't know if I have looked for the name, the Unlimited Podcast. Wanted to make sure that it haven't been used yet, and it's used a lot, like hundreds of people used this name, and بحس حيصير okay, yeah, what a little podcast, what are you talking about? It's not, I should stop saying, جد. Anyway, so in today's episode I'm going to be talking about films. I'm going to be discussing movies. Gonna talk about my point of view on each. And just talk about the actors, just chat with myself, with you, with anyone, with everyone. And yeah, it's going to be awesome. Like, I love movies. And this episode, it's just the one. And I'm not going to post this episode on my main because, I don't know, like, y'all, if anyone is interested, it's going to be a little bit longer than any normal episode. So I believe like if anyone is interested, they can just look up. You can just click on the link on my bio. It's actually a link for a Blur song. Anyway, but I'm going to change the Blur link and put my podcast link to make it easier for everyone. So yeah, awesome. Alright. So I'm going to be telling y'all the names of the movies that I'm going to be talking about in this episode. Just not in order. Like, I don't know. Yeah, just not, no, in order to, I want to edit أفكاري. Yes. Why the fuck did I sound like, I don't know, خلف زون أو خالته. زي لما خلاص, never mind. Okay, let's go. بحس بدي أبدأ بالأشياء السهلة عشان ما أعقد الناس من الأول. وآخر إشي حأحط أكتر إشي that would take time, but probably the last one will be Fight Club. Just I'm not sure, but maybe like in the Fight Club. Wow, I don't know honestly. Like Fight Club is awesome and all, but في some movies that I want to discuss in this episode. مش عارفة. There's a lot of topics. I'm not sure which one is the most important topic currently in this time. So I don't know. Anyway, like probably Fight Club is gonna be the last one. يليه إيش يعني يليه بس بالعكس. And before Fight Club, I'm gonna put probably, I don't know, The Perks of Being a Wallflower, something like that. Something like that. And yeah, that's it. I'm gonna, be saying the movies. I want to write them and put them in order and all to make sure. And then I'm gonna tell you the movies. And then I'm gonna start talking about the movies and and yeah. All right. Stop saying all right. You sound like Matthew McConaughey. Matthew McConaughey. Never mind. خلص. Okay, let's go. Hi. Okay. So first, the first movie is gonna be Fantastic Mr. Fox. Basic. It's not basic, it's awesome. But what I'm gonna be talking about is so basic. Probably I'm gonna talk about the animation, the directing, the voice casting, and yeah, the stop motion and all. I'm not gonna get into the theme and this, the thing about the story. I'm just gonna talk about how, the producing of the film. I guess, I don't know, I'm not sure if this is the right word, but whatever. The second movie is La La Land. I don't need a lot of time on this one because I know what I'm gonna say. The third movie is 500 Days of Summer. Awesome. And also I know what I want to say. And yeah. Fourth movie. The Perks of Being a Wallflower. Damn. No, look. Relatable. I don't know. The vibes. I love this film. I just love this film, and it's so special to me. عشان في reason. I'm gonna talk about the reason in the when I'm gonna خلاص راح أحكي. يمكن أحكي عن السبب ليش أحكي عن السبب؟ يمكن أحكي السبب لما أحكي عن الفيلم. فهمتوا؟ أتمنى The film number 5 is gonna be The Adam Project. Awesome. Perfect casting. I love this film. The film number 6 is gonna be Corpse Bride for Tim Burton. Whoa! Tim Burton, Johnny Depp, and Helena. Such a great, trio. I love them. They're awesome. Okay, the last film is gonna be Fight Club. Unexpected at all. Anyway, yes, I'm gonna start talking about them. I'm gonna start by talking about Fantastic Mr. Fox. Fantastic Mr. Fox is it's an animation film directed by Wes, I don't know, W.E.S. Anderson. I'm so bad at pronouncing names and anything. So yeah. It's a stop motion movie. It's not animation, I think. It's like it's like a claymation movie. I think you all know Coraline. We all know Coraline. There is what else? Shaun the Sheep? That's a stop motion TV show, and it's one of the greatest. It's awesome, and the stop motion in it is just so good. And by the way, deep inside every single human, we all love the stop motion movies more than the animation movies. I'm not saying that the animation is horrible, no, but when you're as a kid, you'd prefer the stop motion on the animation because the stop motion is more realistic. Because you can notice how most of the kids would prefer to watch Shaun the Sheep than any other TV show, because it's a stop motion TV show and it's one of the greatest, and the stop motion is awesome in it. So yeah, and that's on Fantastic Mr. Fox. But Fantastic Mr. Fox, it's different, I've never seen something like that. It's so different. I for real have never seen something like that. Wow, oh my god, it's just mind-blowing. I've seen a lot of stop motion films. I'm so interested in this field, but Fantastic Mr. Fox is one of the greatest. It's a masterpiece, literally. Everything, the casting, the voice casting was so awesome. Oh my god, just look at the cast. I swear to god, I screamed when I saw the cast. They're perfect. They have Adrian, I guess, or something. Every single actor is just great, fits the role, and perfectly chosen. I love this crew. I love. And then you have the colors. It's orange, bubbly colors. At the same time, it gives you this, like, you feel calm while watching, but also some people can feel anxious. Not so anxious, just a little bit. When the scenes where humans start, being, I don't know, rude to animals. I don't want to use a big word, so that's why. And start killing them. Technically, they wanted to kill Fantastic Mr. Fox, and it was just terrifying to me, because is this how animals see us? I know that that's not the point of the film, maybe, but I mean, I don't know. It's just, it hurts, I feel so bad for them. Yeah, but it's so awesome. Like, the director is just, he's perfect. I love how he has his own vibe in films, just like Tim Burton. They have their own vibe. Christopher Nolan, David Fincher, a lot of directors, but like when you look up their name, you find an aesthetic. Wow. Imagine being an example, just as like Einstein or something. That's awesome. I mean, wow. I believe that whenever this happens, you just know that, wow, this person is definitely successful. They are successful. Honestly, we need to clap for Wiz or whatever you want. Mr. Anderson. He's a genius. I loved Fantastic Mr. Fox. Not going to talk about the theme. I don't want to annoy you. But yeah, it's an awesome film. You can watch it. I recommend it. Highly recommend it. And it's on my 37 favorite movies ever. So yes. La La Land. Oh my god, it's such a great film. Starring Ryan Gosling, the lonely white boy in Hollywood. What was her name? Emma Stone. The greatest actress of all time. The cast is just perfect. The director, I love this guy. Not gonna say his name, don't want to mispronounce it, and it's so complicated to me. But just write on Google, La La Land director, and you'll find his name. Wow. He slayed. This is a masterpiece. It's a musical film. One of the greatest. Oh my god, dude, the Sebastian and Mia's theme, people use that in real life. It's oh my god, I'm speechless. It's just perfect. I don't know how they came up with these. It's awesome how they chose the right actors, the right voices for the characters and all. It's just awesome. And the colors, everything. Like, if you want to feel the film is realistic. The ending is so real. I'm not gonna spoil it for you. If I was gonna spoil a film, I'm gonna say that. Spoilers alert, be careful, this film is gonna be spoiled, but not this time. Not La La Land. I'm not gonna spoil it, just watch the film. The ending, the ending. Okay, so basically the ending is just giving you that what you wanted. I believe, like, when he gave us this not real ending, he was like, this is what you'll want, but no, in real life, this is what is supposed to happen, and this is the meaning of a healthy relationship that has ended, like a healthy breaking up. This is it. This is what we need. So yeah, it's just, look, to me, like, as a kid, I've always wanted the happy endings where the prince ends up with the princess, but this is not real, okay? And we need something that is real. We don't want to hurt anyone. In this love circle, not triangle, just kidding. In this love thing, let's say, in this love circle, I guess, where you have Sebastian, Mia, and the guy, you know what I'm saying. If you have watched La La Land, he's not... Yeah. Spoilers alert. I'm sorry, I'm going to spoil it. You can skip. her husband Sebastian and Mia. In the ending, when Sebastian looked at Mia, and when he like, this is the last time where he's going to sing their song, to like not sing. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, this was the last time, which means like, and after he did the thing, he played the song and all, and they looked at each other, and it's like they're saying that, yeah, it was awesome, and we have been through great times, but it's now over, and we're feeling okay about it. I'm gonna cry. So, with the ending where Sebastian has accepted the idea of her leaving, and she obviously moved on. He did not move on. But the ending shows us how he finally moved on. He just wanted to feel like moving on, and so he did. And this is the meaning of a healthy breaking up. And wow. And yeah, so she did not leave her husband and her kid because she had moved on. They showed us what it was going to be like if it was a romantic film with a great ending, which is not real. But what happened in La La Land is that they were logical. We just can't work. Doesn't mean that anyone is bad. It just doesn't work. Because, right person, wrong time. It did not work. It's fine. Just, we're gonna end this in a healthy way. And that's it. So, yeah. Probably that's what I most loved about La La Land. That, no one got hurt. By no one, I mean not her husband or her child. Sebastian did not move on. That's on him. She moved on, and she has all the right to move on. Yeah. So yeah, that's such a great film. Such a great cast. And the camera crew. Oh my god, I want to hug them all. The shooting is just awesome. Everything is more than perfect. Loved the film. If you're into romance movies, but like the beautiful romance, you need to watch La La Land. It's not a sad ending if you're logical. It's a sad ending if you're not logical. If you're looking for a fantasy film about romance that is not real in our كوكب. Yes. Yeah, it's highly recommended. Colors كان في بنفسجي وكان في زهري. أحلى إشي البوستر. sorry. الدرجات عن الألوان لما هيك كان زهري كان pink, بعدين like purple and a little bit of yellow, and yeah, everything about this film is just more than perfect. I highly recommend it. Like, please go and watch La La Land and then tell me what you think. Yes. Third film, 500 Days of Summer. Oh my god, I love this film. I love IKEA. But I need a summer with me. No, just kidding. So basically this film is about two people who met, and one of them said that they can't date the other currently in this time. They don't feel like dating, and they have told the other, okay, there is Summer and there is Tom, and Tom is single, and he's so single, and he listens to this meths. Just kidding. Yeah, he does, but like, never mind. And then you have Summer. Summer is not single, and she told Tom, not so single, like not so obsessed with the idea of having a boyfriend, but she was single and told Tom that, no, I don't feel like having or going through a relationship currently, so I'm sorry. And yeah, everything was alright. They became friends, and then things changed, and stuff happens. And at the end, Summer married someone else, and Tom ended up with someone else as well, as we see in the ending. The thing about this film is that you can't blame anyone. Like logically, you can't blame Summer, because since the beginning she told Tom I'm not looking for anything serious. And Tom did not listen, and he gave her a lot more than she deserved. So he ended up getting hurt. She moved on. He did not mean a lot. It's not like he did not mean a thing to her. It's just like he wasn't a really huge thing in her life. So nothing happened when he left. Like, he didn't make a difference. So yeah. Like, he did, but he was toxic and she was toxic. The entire thing was just not it. But what I loved about this film is that it shows you how you can't blame anyone here, darling. You just cannot blame anyone. So yeah, both are just normal human beings that their relationship did not work. And that's absolutely normal. يعني جد بحكي إنه يعني معظم الأحيان لما الأشياء ما تزبط بين الfather والmother أو الboyfriend sorry مش رح أعمل cut, I'm so sorry, والبنت الولد أي حدا, خلاص أي حدا, أوكي, لما ما يزبط بين الحدين بيصيروا الناس like بدهم they want to blame someone عشان بس إنه خلص يلا والله هاي مشكلتك, أنت ما عملتش هيك فما صار هيك إن أنت ما صرتوا. طب that's me, I'm not gonna change who I am بس عشان والله هاي relationship. طب أنا مش فاهم يعني المبدأ من relationships إنه you stay how you are and the other person stays how they are, وإحنا بنروح بيصير بيناتنا relationship زي friendship, بعرفش, romantic relationship, anything, تمام, وإحنا بنظبط مع بعض عشان إحنا متفاهمين. لو إحنا مش متفاهمين يعني ما في داعي يصير في relationship, خلص we break up, أوكي, وعادي ما في غلط إنكم break up, عادي ما حدا غلطان, أوكي, relationship ما زبطت من الأول, الغلط بس كان إنه أنتوا ضليتكم توجعوا ببعض, هي I don't get like why you'll be looking for someone who's wrong. There is no need, يعني عادي, no one's wrong, everyone's right. The relationship was toxic. Doesn't mean that this person is a bad person, doesn't mean that the other person is a bad person. The relationship was bad. They both, يعني زي البازل, when you stick, يعني لما تمسكوا بازل تحطوهم مع بازل تانية وقال والله ما زبطت هاي البازل, يعني إيش متوقعين؟ ما هو هاي البازل مش لهديك. I'm not saying إنه لازم يكون soulmates, بس إنه الموضوع إنه خلص يعني ما في, يعني شوفوا مش إنه بس حدا واحد, يعني هاي البازل عندها 4 نواحي, بالمقصد إنه يعني أكتر من ناحية وأكتر من مكان, بس بضبط مع ناس معينين عشان هيك هم, وما فيش داعي يغيروا حالهم, أوكي, لأنهم مش عاملين إشي غلط. إذا ما بقدروا حدا حواليهم ليش يغيروا حالهم؟ خلص هم هيك, أوكي, بدكم تتقبلوهم زي ما هم تقبلوهم, ما بدكم بلاش وخلص ما تعملوا relationships وبعدين تحكوا صراحة يعني أنا بغير what you don't have to, you shouldn't change the other person, just accept them the way they are. If they're doing something so bad إنه زفت, يعني خلص وقتها إنه يا حبيبي يا other person I need you إنه تظبط تعمل إيش كم يسموها حفل your puzzle piece عشان إحنا نظبط مع بعض, لأنه إحنا كنا ظابطين, أنت خربت you get it. Be 500 days of summer, nothing happened. It was all like this since the beginning. But at the end, Tom understood that this can't be working. خلص, I need to leave summer. And yeah, so he did. So no one is toxic. And some people be like, Summer was so toxic, Tom was so toxic, because like, shut up. No one is toxic. The relationship was toxic. Doesn't mean that anyone is bad. That's it. And that's what I most loved about 500 Days of Summer. There is a scene that also Joseph talked about. I don't know if it's Joseph, you get it. That Joseph, the guy, talked about the actor of Tom, and there was like reality and imagination. And he said that when the director told us about this thing, we did not imagine it to turn out this way, that way that it turned out. Like and like the way it turned out, it was awesome. It's one of the greatest scenes ever, by the way, and it's so creative because it's different. Like I saw this idea on different movies and TV shows, but the way it was done in 500 Days of Summer is so different and so awesome, makes it something else, and I loved it. By the way, you should watch interviews for this guy. He's awesome. He's just mwah. And even the actress of Summer. Also, I loved how he drew, and I loved his room, and I loved him. I relate to Tom, that's it. He listened to the Smiths. He's a weirdo, not in a bad way to me. I don't know, maybe in that time. Genuinely, he's awesome. Yeah, the casting, the camera crew, everything was so good. And even the vibe. The vibe, wow, awesome. Yes, that was it all about 500 Days of Summer. The fourth film is one of my favorites. It's one of the best. And it's The Perks of Being a Wallflower. So شو صار؟ أنا كنت I'm gonna tell the story about why this is a special film to me. So أنا كنت رايحة أوصل البلد عشان أجيب كتب. لا، كنت رايحة أوصل البلد بس. فكنت تعرفوا الكشك اللي إحنا كلنا بنروح عليه عشان لازم نروح عليه عشان أنتوا بوصل البلد. Anyway، فهذا الكشك اللي فيه كتب، أنا رحت شفت إشي أخضر وشفت Emma وشفت Ezra back in the time when Ezra wasn't problematic, and شفت Logan, and I know them all, and I have seen يعني عارفين لما تكونوا عارفين فيلم بس مش sure if you all know the film. فدا is what happened. فأنا كنت زي إنه wow nice, what is this, like wow, awesome, I need to get this. But then I was like, no, I'm not getting this, just not now, because I was reading something in that time, probably Fight Club. Yes, anyways. So I went to another library, كانت زي دار هي. اوكي، فأنا رحت هناك، كان موجود وكان إنه هيك بحكي لي تعالي خديني، وهيك فاتح إيده. نسيت إني أنا مش عم بصور. المهم فهو فاتح إيده وبحكي لي تعالي خديني، فأنا كنت زي alright mate. فرحت واشتريته، وما كنتش عارفة يعني ولا إشي عنه، وبس رجعت كتبت على تيك توك The Perks of Being a Wallflower book، وشفت شوية أشياء ما كان إنه إشي ماسف لحد هلا. فأنا هيك شفت شوية أشياء وكان إنه okay nice interesting. و I started reading، يعني بدأت أقرأه وهيك، وأنا شفت يعني واو إنه إيش بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم، يعني the way he writes the messages, the letters, Charlie was so relatable. بس إنه how he write them like what. فإنه قرأته كل إشي كان يعني جد relatable. it was too much، يعني كان غريب، كان بخوف. أوكي، لأنه أنا كنت وقتها كنت أصلا يعني كنت بسمع The Smiths قبل ما أجيب الكتاب، قبل ما أعرف إنه أي إشي. فأنا لما جبته يعني بسم الله الرحمن، يعني إيش في شباب فهيك يعني كان it's a special book يعني. صراحة it's highly recommended. Basically what happens in this book is that Charlie gets sexually abused by someone. Sorry, I spoiled it. I spoiled the entire thing. Okay, Charlie gets sexually abused. His aunt died, and his best friend took off his life, his own life. You know, he's in miserable conditions, and he listens to the Smiths. ليش كل حدا يمه إنه توم بعدين Charlie. Anyway, so he blames himself for the death of his aunt, spoilers alert, be careful. At the ending, we find out the person who actually abused him was his aunt. And he was just blaming himself because it was easier than blaming her for what is going on with him. And by the way, he absolutely forgot that he got sexually abused. أصلا, you can notice that he got sexually abused because most of the people that get sexually abused بيصيروا ساكتين لفترة, يعني بيصيروا يبطلوا يحكوا, بيصيروا هادين. فهو كان هادي for a good while. Can his only friend, his best friend, and he already died. He got no one left. It was just miserable. I want to cry. It was horrible for him. He deserved much better. So since the beginning I noticed that this guy must, maybe I'm just not sure, and then maybe Charlie, he got sexually abused, but I'm not sure. Yeah, turns out that he got sexually abused. And at the end, when he remembered that he got sexually abused, and when he remembered who did this to him, which, Aunt Helena he loved her. He absolutely loved her, and he blamed himself for her death. And turns out that she is the one that should be blamed. Not for her own death, but the thing is that Aunt Helena got sexually abused as a child as well. But the difference between her and Charlie is that Charlie stopped the circle. So I love how this film shows that not every kid who got sexually abused stop the circle, but there is some that does stop the circle, and that's how it does stop. Because imagine إنه كل حدا get sexually abused بيروحوا بيعملوها بناس ثانيين. إنه أنا بحس لازم أنتلينا أعتقد I guess إن her father did not كان ما حكى جد كان بقنع حاله إنه لا she's doing great, nothing's wrong, إنه ترى عادي وديها على دكتور because بسببك هيك صار. you're the one to be blamed, not you. هي كمان she was supposed to control herself. إنه إيش الزفت اللي أنتي فيه. By the way, Charlie was a child and he was so young and she was so old. فهي بس إنه صراحة Charlie stopped the circle, so everyone can stop the circle. زي السيركل هيتات. والله I'm so sorry, my father used to abuse me as a kid, so I am abusing my kids now. لا أحلف, ترى ما حد طلب. first of all ما حدش غصبك تخلف. second of all, you can go to a therapist or something. عادي, ترى مش عيب. نفسي أقنع الناس إنه مش عيب, أقسم بالله أخلص بمزح, بس إنه yes, you get it. I loved Charlie, I loved Sam, I loved Charlie. بس لو كنت حأختار إنه who do I need in real life, I'm gonna choose Sam. Indeed, I need Sam. She's awesome. Yeah, it's highly recommended, by the way. Must watch this film. And yeah, but في a little bit difference between the book and the movie. مش زي Fight Club, أخف بكثير. But yes, highly recommended. The film number 5 is going to be The Atom Project. So great, so perfect, so awesome. What is so attractive about this film that attracts the audience is the casting. Don't tell me otherwise, because I'm absolutely correct. The cast, you have they're mostly from Marvel. Gamora, the actress of Gamora, she acts in The Atom Project. You have Ryan Reynolds. Wow, I love Ryan Reynolds. He's awesome, and he's always in comedies. And this film, it's comedy, science fiction, and a little bit of drama. And it's a family film, I believe. It's just perfect. And then you have Mark Ruffalo. He's the most unproblematic celebrity of all time. I love Ryan Reynolds and all, but I think that he's problematic. I don't know. He's just, he gives me these vibes, like problematic vibes. Yes, but Mark Ruffalo, wow. He's the definition of the word human. Awesome. Perfect. The best. Okay, so basically this film is about Adam. It's called the Adam Project because you'll get it. I don't want to spoil the entire thing. But old Adam meets, future Adam meets past Adam after his father's death. Father dies and past future Adam have been through the entire thing, you know what I'm saying? So he came back by mistake, I think. Yeah, he wasn't supposed to. No, he was supposed, but he did not. Never mind, you'll understand. And they meet. And there is, the little old Adam miss his father. And the not young, no, it's old future Adam doesn't miss his father. He hates his father. We understand why he does hate him. I did not get it at the first. I was like, what? Why would anyone? He was a great father. He did a lot and all. I don't get it. But I understood. And I get him. And it's normal that he felt that way, because when you don't go to a therapist, when you don't fix the thing, you'll try to fix it alone, and that's not healthy, because you're not a therapist and you are already going through a lot. So why would you know what I'm saying? But yeah, I get Adam, and it's so sad, but a lot of scenes in this film was just so great. The Mark, Ryan, and Walker scenes is just the greatest. I loved them, every single scene. They had a lot of scenes, but I love them all. It's like my favorite parts of the film. So yeah, I said why I love this film. It explains a lot about ourselves, how we must, get taught by the kids sometimes. Like, it's fine if a kid decided to teach you, or someone who's younger than you. ترى عادي. We all go through a lot. Maybe this kid, quotation marks, have been through stuff more than you, or مثلا in specific, for example في حدا أصغر مني عنده experience بإشي معين أكتر مني أنا، وترى عادي إني أنا أروح عنده حتى لو هو كان أصغر مني وأحكي له that I need help. It's fine. That what makes us, that's the point of having different lives. عشان أصلا لو ما كانش خلص never mind. بس أعتقد you got the idea, my point yes. Like old Adam talked to young Adam, and what I loved the most in the scene is that he said, yes, you're correct. He said, like, when did you get that smart? I love Ryan Reynolds. Yes. What happened in the scene? The old version of Adam said that he's a narcissist about his father. I hate him. He did nothing to me, and he broke my mom's heart. And the young Adam be like, that he did nothing of what you are saying. And the old Adam be like, oh yeah? And no, he was a narcissist. He did not care about anyone. He just cared about his work. He always, was busy in work. But the young Adam be like, no, you hate him? No, he said, you hate him because he died. Because hating him is easier than missing him. I swear to God. Damn. This scene, ouch. It's like, ow. Wow. I love Sean. He's a great director, dude. He's awesome. حرفيا. One of the greatest in science fiction. Yes. This scene is like my favorite. لما صار يحكي إنه when did you get that smart? Because that was the truth. He just never faced himself, and he never just
said that, yes, I hate him because he died, because I miss him, because hating him is easier. So yeah, it's such a great film. Must watch, especially with your family. For real, it's awesome. And makes you understand a lot of things. So yeah, highly recommended. Number 6 is Corpse Bride. I'm just gonna talk about it in general. What I loved most about this film, just straight into the thing, because it has been 41 minutes. What I loved about this film is indeed the stop motion, and it's also the clay motion. I love this studio. I think it's called Leica Studios. It's perfect. If you all know Coraline, I believe that everyone knows Coraline. So Coraline was made in this studio, and another film that is massively famous, just don't know the name of it, but we all know it. Like, I'm just sure, was made in this studio. And it's awesome. The claymation is on point. يعني مش طبيعي. I loved how بحس vibes like Tim Burton screams Tim Burton. The thing about Tim Burton is the eyes, how he makes the eyes and the eye bags for every single character. Frank Lumini, Corpse Bride, Edward Scissorhand. He in real acting films, he can't make the eyes bigger, but he does the makeup in a different way, and the vibes just screams Tim Burton. So whenever you feel like, after watching Corpse Bride, if you have ever did, just if you liked it a lot and like the vibe, just look up for the name Tim Burton and click on the movies, and you'll see hundreds of movies that are similar to Corpse Bride. What I loved the most about Corpse Bride is that when Emily said that, I love you, Victor, but you're not mine. Wow, girl. Like, loving is letting go. After letting Victor go, she let herself go. She died. She rested in peace. So yeah, I loved how how she turned into butterflies after her death, and how Victor and Victoria looked at her when she was flying as butterflies, and they was just happy for her both. And Victor understood that it just did not work. That's fine. We worked as friends. We can't work as partners, and that's absolutely fine, because I believe, sometimes maybe you can die for the person that you love, but it was a little bit too much, because at the beginning he did not want to, and but also some student in Harvard, I guess, or something, said that the theme of Corpse Bride is love beyond death. Such a great, wow, she's a genius. Nice word choosing. How she made the sentence so easy and all. And yes, that may be one of the themes, love beyond death. When Victor wanted to die for Emily, but Emily was like, stop, do it for me, marry Victoria just for me. Yes, I love that film. I love Tim Burton. Like, he's awesome. Oh yeah. Lastly but not least is Fight Club. I don't know what to say about this film. I have a lot of things to say about this film. First of all, I read the book, and it's one of the best books ever. If you loved Fight Club, you must read the book. You can find it in DNA, and there is some store in مكة مول. أنا جبته من مكة مول. حرفيا كان بجي. أنا دخلت. It's not so organized, but you can go to the man and tell him, like, I need this book, and he'll look it up, and then he can tell you if it's there or not. It's awesome. You can find it in مكة مول. لما تروحوا عند الصلاة خليكم ماشيين زي عند الدرج الجديد، وبعديها بيكون في محل ما بعرف شو اسمه، بس انه هو موجود هناك. وممكن كمان يكون موجود ب DNA، وممكن كمان تقرأه PDF. و also في زي ويب سايت اسمه جملون awesome، وفي كل إشي فيه، بس the price is a over. sorry I need water. okay I'm doing well. البرايس بجملون بيكون شوي اوفر، عشان اصلا هو بيكون جاي من برا، يعني بيكونش بالاردن احيانا، بس هو بيكون اوفر عشان هم عندهم كل اشي، اي اشي حرفيا، اي كتاب هيك بتشوفوه بالشارع بدكم اياه بتشوفوه بالشارع. يعني في كتب بتكون مش مشهورة، يعني بتكون زي فايت كلاب، يعني المشهور هو الفيلم عادي، هذا هو اصلا. ولا على فكرة الرايتر بيعرف الأوثر تاع فايت كلاب، مش مشكلة عادي يعني. المهم فالنوفل مش كتير يعني انه متعارف عليها فبصير انه الناس انه طبعا المحلات يحكوا انه ليش اجيبها، ما حد حيشتري يعني، especially هون، يعني انه اوكي في فايت كلاب فانز بس ما فيش هالقد هون، فانا اروح اجيب كتاب وافصل، يعني ما في داعي. هم هيك بيحكوا، فانتوا بتروحوا بتجيبوه من جملون. أنا عم بحكي لكم وين تجيبوه، بس نسيت أحكي عنه، حابة أحكي عنه. the casting يعني what the it's so good. I can't Helena or whatever you call her, Brad Pitt himself. I love the old Brad movies, especially Fight Club, and there's seven sons. Wow. Edward Norton is the perfect choice. يعني تحسوا إنه he screams I am the narrator. yes, his voice also. His voice is so different. It's not narrator. Yes. Okay. Honestly, what I love the most about Fight Club is that it's realistic. يعني the most realistic movie and book of all time. I loved the things that Tyler said. Most of them can used as life rules and morals. For example, the things you on ends up owning you, that is foreshadowing on the narrator when he was so obsessed with the furniture of IKEA that he owns and all. And then there is we work in jobs we hate to buy things we don't need. Wow. And there's one that I ما بدي أحرف فيها يعني مش إشي يعني، بس أنا بحس إنه لازم نضلها زي ما هي، لأن the words that he chooses is just perfecto. So I don't want to missay the sentence, so probably I'm just gonna write it. Yes, this is my favorite Tyler thing. No, Tyler Durden's thing, whatever. Yes, I guess it's called quit. I'm not sure. Okay, sorry لو I mispronounced it. I'm traumatized. Okay, ما بحب، مش إني ما بحب إنه my prestige، لا، بس الموضوع إنه لما أنا mispronounce something و I go يعني I'm so excited، يعني بحكي عن المواضيع when I'm so excited بعدين I mispronounce something, so people be like, you mean blah 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 blah, and I'd be like, yeah, whatever that is, I mean, you get it, you didn't have to. Anyway, so I loved how it's realistic. I loved how everything was just so ironic, and it was foreshadowing, the entire time. It was so obvious, when you reread the thing or rewatch the thing, you can see how they're so similar and how this is what he wanted, because he's the absolutely opposite of Tyler. So the things he say, how can this be so, how can the things he say be so similar to the narrator? It's nonsense. But then when you get to the plot twist that they're both are the same person, wow. But what I loved also about this is that it shows you that hello, it's not a great thing to have this mental issue. You need to go and fix it, because at the end يعني كل إشي منيح، يعني بالأخير زي تايلر صار he became، ما بعرف أشير كلمة violent maybe. he became violent. I'm not sure, sorry if it's not the right word. He started hitting the narrator, and the narrator, he turned insane. So yeah, but it's awesome. Like Fight Club in every way that's possible. The colors, the vibe, the directing, cast choosing, and even the camera crew. And the scenes where the narrator was talking to us about Tyler, that Tyler does this, Tyler does that. You know, the scene where he's walking and looking at the camera and he's talking to us about Tyler and what Tyler does and blah blah blah. It was just awesome. You know, everything is just so creative, so different. Fight Club, it's best movies. Sorry, what? It's the best movie. It's a masterpiece. And for real, I'm just speechless. You know, the Fight Club. Did you know the Fight Club was just a short story made of 6 pages or something, and the writer talked about that in the book, and he said how it became something, and from where he inspired the entire thing. Honestly, I'm speechless. يعني في 1000 شغلة, في 1000 theme in Fight Club, and that is what's awesome about it. Some people can watch it and just have fun. Others can watch it and relate to characters, and others can watch it and get themes and morals from it. And others can just watch Brad Pitt being attractive for 2 hours or 1 hour and a half, I don't know. But yeah, for 2 hours and something. So yes, different intentions, same film, awesome. Look, I talked for like 15 minutes about Fight Club in the class, and I loved it. I need to make an episode just about Fight Club. I need to make this. No, I'm gonna make this. And the Fight Club is something else. It's gonna be 10 minutes probably, or 15 minutes. That's gonna be perfect. So in the class, I reread Fight Club the day before the presentation. So I reread it, and I went and I reread the book, and I also rewatched I reread the book and rewatched the film the day before the presentation. So when I went to the presentation, I was like fresh. I was fresh. So I kept talking. I talked about everything. And yeah. But it was awesome. يعني talking about Fight Club in front of everyone, and I said the 3 rules. Of Fight Club. I was like, we gotta talk about Fight Club. It wasn't awkward because I said that. Well, the 3 rules of Fight Club is live, love, laugh. Just kidding. I was being sarcastic. But yeah, I said that how it's ironic that the book is called Fight Club, and the 3 rules of Fight Club is that we do not talk about Fight Club. So you get it, like, you shouldn't talk about this, just keep it in your head, but we are talking about this. That's what I said. Yep. But yes, it was awesome. Like, it was so great. It's one of my favorite presentations ever. أصلا على أساس إني عملت 1000 presentation بحياتي. يعني أنا عملتش 1000 presentation بحياتي، لأن أنا صفي 10 أو 9 مش عارفة، لا 10. اوف والله اني ختيارة. بس يعني it's my favorite presentation ever لحد هلا. كان في presentation برضو عن كتاب اسمه، لو انتوا حبيتوا Fight Club، يعني انتوا مناح بالعربي شوي، العربي خرافي تمام. وهذا اللي اقسم بالله احسن كتاب بالتاريخ، لا مش بالتاريخ، تاريخ البشرية. الكتاب جد Fight Club screams Fight Club، بس ان يعني نرجسية اكتر، تخلف وهيك سايكوباث. يعني واو، يعني هيك في سايكوباثك، فيه نرجسية، فيه اشي غريب، يعني اشي بخوف، وبرضه فيه منتل. يعني اسمع الكاتب حرفيا كأنه بيلعب فينا لعب، انك جد حلو، بيلعب فينا نفسيا عاطفيا اي كل اشي. اوكي، اسمه يلتهم نفسه بادئا بقدميه. سمعتوا اسمه؟ لو بدكم تعرفوا من وين تشتروا اسألوني على ماي انستغرام، راح احكي لكم. بس حرفيا من احسن الكتب بالكوكب، لأنه أنا مرة عملت عنه presentation أخذ مني يمكن ربع ساعة بس خلصت. يعني حسيت حالي عاملة إشي جد بحكي إنه حسيت حالي إنجاز أكبر إنجاز بحياتي. كان جد خرافي. كنت قرأته يمكن من أسبوع من يوم البرزنتيشن قبل يوم البرزنتيشن. ولما رحت البرزنتيشن وعملتهم زي هيك إنه أنا يعني أخذ يعني أسبوع كامل عشان بس أعمل analyzing للكتاب. أقسم بالله أحسن إشي بالكوكب. مش طبيعي. هو ثريلر. هو حرفيا فايت كلاب بس عربي. يعني لا اسمعوا هو أبدا مش زي فايت كلاب يعني بس إنه like it's similar نفس الفايب. حتى مش نفس الفايب بس إنه ثريلر. يعني لو حبيتوا فايت كلاب I believe I can fly. No, I believe إنه y'all will love this. Just you can read it. It's يعني ممكن 125 صفحة بس حبيت. هو 125 صفحة كل إشي موجود في 125. وإيش فيه هيك صرت I screamed after reading it literally. كل إشي كان messed up. يعني هيك بتعرفوا لما يمسك مخكم يعملوا خلاط. يعمل المخي كوكتيل. by the way أنا ما بحب الكوكتيلات. لا أنا بحب يعني هو عمل مخي كوكتيل. أنا حبيت إن أعمل هيك مسك مخي بتحسه طلعوا مخي هيك زي هيك مسح فاين مبلول جوا الجمجمة. بعدين هيك رجع المخ وعمل هيك شبكه مع يعني هاي الشغلة. يعني شبكه بسلك الكهرباء ورجع شغال مخي. وأنا حسيت حالي أقسم بالله حسيت حالي مخي هيك بوم. فاهمين علي؟ فأنا it was awesome. يعني واو. أنا مش كتير يعني أنا بقرأ عربي دايما من زمان وحتى إنجليش كمان. فأنا بقرأ عربي وإنجليش من زمان. بس أحلى كتاب عربي بالتاريخ يعني بتاريخ البشرية ما لا don't try to change my mind. It's one of the greatest if it's not the greatest. yes awesome. يعني والله أنا فتشت اسمه حتى الزلمة مش famous. يعني إيش فيه صراحة كثير عنا بنظلمه. أنا بحس كان لازم شوي يعني تفنت فيصير famous. بس إنه صراحة if you adored Fight Club you must read this one. Just try, give it a shot. If you did not like it that's fine. It's just like 125 pages. يعني it doesn't take anything. I read it in one day. يعني أكيد متقطع بس in one day. yeah. I'm gonna make like a only episode about Fight Club عشان Fight Club يعني بده ساعات. لا بده يعني زي ربع ساعة. وصراحة حاليا صوتي أكل هوا. يعني صوتي حرفيا ما أكل هوا. شربت مي 5 مرات ما بعرف ليش. يعني عادي أنا دايما باكي ما بعرف صراحة غريب. بس إنه يعني بس this was the episode and I hope that you all liked it. Honestly, personally, I loved talking to everyone in this episode. yes, and I'm grateful and you'll have listened to the entire thing. And wow, thank you for real. I appreciate it. And even if you lied or did anything, just I love you for real. I love you. And yes, this was it. I'm so sorry and I stopped posting for a while for 5 months. But yeah, I'm coming back. I'm gonna start posting a lot. Inshallah. I hope so. I have a lot of episodes. تعرفوا لما كان الأوسكارز فأنا عملت episode عن الأوتفيتس تاعون every single one of the celebrities. حكيت عن تيموثي شالامير. حكيت عن I guess Andrew Garfield was there. Yes. And yeah. And others. But بعدين I was like, man, I'm not gonna post this. So yes, never mind. Well, yeah. I'm so sorry. Thank you for hearing the entire thing. And yes, I love you all. Have a great day, week, and month and year. This was the unnamed podcast with Leah. Bye bye.